get these really funny news bulletins that would show us a bunch of British people standing outside Argos or something watching the televisions through a window, and Neighbours and Home and Away would be on. And we couldn't quite understand why everyone over there was just obsessed with these kind of shows from small town Australia.
Neighbours was a huge show. Everybody watched Neighbours, and this was the high point of its golden era.
I think it was 1987 when Scott and Charlene on Neighbours got married, and I don't think there was a dry eye in the country.
I knew people that cried, and I don't know if they'd admit to that now, because that's pretty embarrassing, isn't it, crying at Scott and Charlene's wedding, but I think a lot of people did.
People say, oh, it was brilliant, we all used to watch it. What they forget is you had no choice, you had to watch it, because it was on all the time. It was on 5 times a day, every day, because they'd bought 50 million episodes of it for £1.
The Australian soaps presented worlds sort of close to ours, but sunnier, more colourful.
It wasn't set in some gritty northern dump, nor was it set in some gritty southern dump. You know, there was a little chance of sunshine.
The Young Doctors showed throughout my school days, and it was set in this weird hospital where people fell down lift shafts. Evil twins came back, I remember, to murder doctors. There was a country practice. People always got bitten by snakes in a country practice. If ever the viewing figures were going down, there was a snake bite.
There's also a familiarity to Australian soap operas, the fact that all the people in them were the same. You know, Alf is the cheery, happy-go-lucky store owner in Home and Away, and then the horrible thug on Prisoner Cell Block H, and Mrs. Mangle's evil in Neighbours, but then turns out being nice in some other one.
The other Australian soap worthy of note is one of the longest running soaps ever, actually, was Sons and Daughters.
Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears and sadness and happiness. Those lyrics are so bad they're almost surreal, aren't they? They're almost incomprehensible the first time we hear them.
It had absolutely insane plots. Plane crashes for no apparent reason, baby kidnaps for no apparent reason. Things would happen in Sons and Daughters for no reason at all.
Return to Eden was Australia's answer to Dynasty or Dallas. It had ridiculous wealth, huge shoulder pads, crazy storylines.
What people remember about Return to Eden is the actual crocodile attack.
The kids aren't going to believe this.
Stephanie, a very rich socialite, married to a tennis-playing coach called Greg, who was having an affair with her best friend, Jilly. Greg decides to kill her by throwing her to the crocodiles.
It's not the world's most vicious crocodile.
She doesn't die. A hermit finds her, nurses her back to health.
Bloody miracle. Looks like a smaller croc got hold of you.
She then has plastic surgery and becomes a supermodel called Tara.
I need an agent. Someone who can get me on the cover of Vogue in 6 months.
Greg falls in love with Tara the supermodel until it exposed that Tara the supermodel is actually Stephanie.
Steph. Oh, I assure you, Jilly, I'm no ghost.
Return to Eden was great, great, great fun, but truly, truly mad.
And for that, at least, I thank you.
We should be rightly embarrassed by our obsession with Aussie soaps, and I speak as a, unabashed, uncured fan myself, because they're badly made.